Welcome back to another episode of Look What Jess Found. This is episode 770. 770. Let's see what we got. This is one of the roles. You know, if you're keeping up with the channel, you're clicking like and you're subscribing the way you're supposed to. I love coffee but I like coffee that has like a coconut flavor. I remember I used to work at this place in Reading, Pennsylvania, and there was a coffee shop. That's when coffee shops were popular. I don't think they're popular anymore. I don't think people have money for coffee anymore. Is this a dirty? All right. The copper in here appears dirty. So it's this is part of penny roll hunting. You know, what are you gonna do? And you'll see this mix. There's a mixture here of shiny. So what first thing I think of when I see this is the person had copper pennies, and they had that the person was putting the copper pennies to the side. And I could be wrong. If we find shiny coppers, then I'm probably not correct. That's a nice memorial. I won't hold on to it though. I'm only holding on to the really shiny memorial. Here it goes, to 2017. These I'm holding on to all. I haven't found one in a few days, at least. 83. Did you see that Rob finds treasure with the 83 copper? This one's misaligned die. I might put this to the side. And so the person weighs all the 83. I don't have to. I know if I see a 1983 penny. Look, let me just go over here. These two are copper, right? I don't even have to look. Now, if you're a kid and you're doing this or whatever, you're not. No, that's not it. That's copper, right? So if I saw a 1983 penny and it looked like this, I'm gonna weigh it, okay? Or it looked like this. This is copper. The way Rob finds treasure, the way he could see silver, I could see copper. Okay, so if I see a 1983 and I pick it up and it looks like this, it's reverse. Look at the difference between these two. Okay, the colors, everything's different, right? So if I pick up a 1983, which is on the left, and it looks like the penny on the right, I'm gonna weigh it instantly. Like I said, we'll put that to the side. Another 2017 same one? No, can't be the same one. Wow, it has like a stain. See what I'm saying? Look, it's the same. It's a stain in almost the same spot. So the person had their coins in a certain. The person. This is a coin saver, whoever this person is, and they just decided to get rid of their stuff and bring it back to the bank. That you find out, yeah, and you know, in New York, I never even heard of somebody collecting, and all the I didn't say millions of people that I knew, thousands and thousands of people I knew. Let me see this one again. Is that it's a pretty shiny one? Yeah, I'll hold on to that. No copper yet. And never heard of someone collecting pennies, putting pennies to none of that. It just wasn't a thing in New York. This looks like copper. Like I said, if I find a 1983 and it looks like this, I'm gonna put it to the side. 70D. It's the 70S. Let me look at that under the loop. It's the 70S that's the variety. Small large date. Wow. It's mostly the Liberty. I mean, the Liberty is super funky. Let me check out the reverse real quick. The Liberty is super, super funky. I don't know if you can see that or not. And it looks like it has everything. Looks like it has notching, separation, extra thickness, pivoting, doubling, everything. Looks like it has everything. So I'll put that to the side too. That's our first copper penny, and it's got something weird on it. That's a nice 21. Yeah, you see, I'm gonna hold on to these. That's a little notch up there on the shield. All right, so we got some shields in the bank. Here goes another beauty. Look at this one. Oh no, not really. It must have been catching the light from a certain angle. Yeah, I won't hold on to that one. It's too dirty. How about this one? Yeah, just a little too dirty. It actually looks like rust, like they had in their basement or something. So, but out here in PA, Let me tell you something. I had a really. I'm so glad I came out to Pennsylvania for many, many reasons. But they, it goes in 69, super dirty 69. See the green on it? Yeah, they probably had this in their basement. Big cultural difference between New York and Pennsylvania. Huge, huge, huge. I mean, a lot of people from New York came out here. I'm gonna throw this one out. So there's that. I did meet a lot of people. I'm gonna throw this one out from New York out here. But a lot of the people who I met out here already, and I'm going back 15, 20 years now, I'm not talking about anymore. I'm like a hybrid person now, half Pennsylvanian, half New Yorker. Never get the New York totally out of you. And but they're into stuff like that. They're into collectibles. Oh wow, look at this. They're into firearms. That's such a beautiful penny. They're into things out here. People I met first time I ever met someone who hunts. They hunt out here. Like you can live in a city out in a town, right? And then you could probably like from where I live, I can walk to the woods, and I hear people shooting during the season, hunting season. There's also like a shooting range, and so I mean, so there's all that different stuff. Throwing this one out of things that are so different than New York, and like finding the checks and people's initial like people in New York don't care about pennies, man. It's like not on there. They are so stressed out and wrapped up in their personal lives and things that are going on that they don't care. No one cares about pennies. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't some people, obviously, that's their hobby or whatever. But but out here, like at one bank, there's a good chance you're gonna find someone who searched through the pennies. You're gonna find a bankroll that has a check, that has initial, that has a date of birth, that has a phone. Like that's something you would never, 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 ever could never find on a New York penny roll. It's like, but out here they're like kind of stuck in reverse. Look at this. This is a beauty. And you could still right like in 2025 I found penny rolls with people's names and phone numbers on them, and I was like, "What? Why are they doing this for?" And the lady at the bank told me that, "Oh, that's because we used to ask them to do that like 20 years ago before there was computers, and they had to put their phone number on because if they put 49 cents in instead of 50, they would deduct it from their bank account. So they put their phone number on it and their name so they can call them up and tell them." Look at this. Look at this. Let me tell you something. This is a valuable coin. Look at all. You see all of this, the marks. They're not scratches. All the lines. All those lines are from polishing, because this penny probably had a severe. The die probably had a severe die clash, and they couldn't get it out in between the columns. That's why you can see the die clash in between the columns. How about the other side? Pretty much the same. How about under? Yeah, under the neck, you can see a little bit of a line. Oh, look, there it goes. There it goes. Look, right. Let me get the pointer out. Let me put the light on. There goes the die clash right there. So they polished the whole die, not the coin, obviously, and they missed some of the die clash right there. And there it goes right there. Wow, tremendous penny. Let me take a picture of that. That's beautiful. How much is it worth? I mean, the condition is tremendous. This is like a 60, a 65, 66, 67. I mean, this could be like a $10, $20 penny. That's an that's really nice. That was really nice. I mean, it could be five. I mean, you put $20, someone says I'll give you five. You take $5, it's like you found it for a penny, you know what I mean? So yeah, it could be five. Oh, you put it for $30, someone offers you 20, you get 20. A lot of how you make money online is about being in the right place at the right time. Throwing that out. So, when I can't, I mean, people metal detect out here. I made a friend when I was out here years ago, and he took me into the back of my house, and he goes, you probably had a privy out here. I never told this story before. And me and this dude dug out a hole in the back of my house in the backyard, and sure enough, we found all these old bottles, and he knew where to go and look for them, and boom, they were right there, man. And I still got some. And the house was made in 1899. When we moved out of that, we came here from 8 years ago, and I had purchased it in 2009 or 2008, and we fixed it, and we moved into it. That's like cup paint number 3 or 4. And when I took my CDL course, I met some people, really cool people. It was a crazy course too, man. There's one guy, he used to show up drunk. I mean, it was just wild, man. It's wild out here. He went to the bar for lunch every day. He had a few beers. They're in the CDL course. And of course, the people at the bar knew the people at the truck driving school, and they called up the dude, and the dude who was the like the I don't know what he was, the owner, or he ran the truck driving school. He was like an old outlaw bicycle dude. He looked like from one of these guys from TV with the handlebar mustache and all that stuff. So of course they called him. They say, "Hey man, you got somebody in your class who's drinking beer here," and we smelt it every time he came back from lunch. He smelled like alcohol. But that's the out here and there was a fist fight, right? And there was the CDL was on one side, and then on the other side was the heavy equipment class, and two people in the heavy equipment class got into a fist fight. It was crazy, man. It's wild out here, man. It's wild. But again, um, I kind of liked it though. I like the anyway. It's changed a lot since in over 20 years. I have to say, a lot of things have changed out here for the better or the worse. I don't know. Probably for the better, I guess. But I was also working out in the real world at that time. I'm throwing all these out. I couldn't put these back into a roll and sell them to somebody. 92. I will look for the close AM on you though. See, if this had a close AM, I would clean it. It doesn't. Yeah, I guess that's all right. So a lot of the penny rolls that you'll get out here, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can still. Oh, 69. I didn't see. I wouldn't have thought this was. Look at that. It could be from the dirt. Look how strong that strike is, man. Wow. That's copper penny number 6. We might have one or two more. That I can see. But people are into stuff like this out here, penny roll hunting. I had a patient or a client, whatever you want to call her, and I met some of the nicest people out here. Also, I have to say, especially working as a social worker, and she used to because a lot of people out here they'll walk. They don't have money or they don't have a car because of drugs, alcohol, whatever. No close AM. And they'll walk from town to town or they'll hitchhike. It's the first time I ever saw hitchhikers were out here. There's no such thing as a hitchhiker in New York City. You know, if anything, you'll just jump. You'll jump the turnstile. You know, that's number 7. I think we have one more. You know, you're not going to hitchhike. People, I mean, people will walk 3 or 4 miles if they don't want to jump the turnstile. They don't have a dollar for the bus. You just walk wherever you got to go. You know, might take you an hour or two, but you'll walk it. You call a friend. Yeah, I'll be by in that area in a few days, and in a couple hours, and I'll pick you up if you want to hang around. You know, you'll get stuff like that in New York. I'm just moving the pennies around because we had a bunch of dirty ones here, and then we had a super clean one. So crazy! What a wild penny roll hunt! And again, this is the star of the show because of the condition. Look at the polishing lines, and then we had this beautiful copper penny. Beautiful. This is like an MS 62, 63. Even with that, they'll grade it with that. You just leave that there, and it doesn't affect the grade, believe it or not. Maybe by 1 point, from my experience, anyway. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed my little nonsense talk. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't ever forget that Jesus loves you. And I'll see you in episode 771. We got, what do we got? We got 8 copper pennies, right? And I think we had I think that's copper too. So that's 9. Oh yeah! Wow, we found 10 copper pennies. Those two, right? Is that copper? Oh no! So we found 9 copper pennies. Why did I put this one to the side? Oh, because of the Liberty. Yeah, I'll put that. I'll put this one into a flip. I'll put DDO question mark on it. So we found 9 copper pennies. We found a bunch of those shiny shields. And why did I put that to the side? Oh, we found 2 2017 piece. So great penny roll hunt. Can't ask for much more than that. And I got my cup of coffee in the big time. It's like a cup of coffee in the big time. Got it right here with me. My touch of flavor of coconut. Must be that Caribbean blood in me. All right. God bless. And I'll see you in the next one.